Thank you, Calista. Thank you very much. I'd like to give a very special thank you to all the Girl Scouts here today. This is a wonderful honor. I want to thank the Girl Scouts of New York and Michelle Clayman for nominating me today. Although I was not a Girl Scout, I do so admire the values that this organization, in its mentorship, its collaboration, and leadership. Starting at a very younger age, these girls are on the track to success. As this is Sharp Decision's 25th anniversary, hard to believe, I recall the reasons that I started the company in the first place. Aside from defiance, attitude, a credit card, passion, and a dream, I started it because I knew I could build a technology services firm with more integrity, ingenuity, and commitment to the client service than anybody in the marketplace. As a woman in a male-dominated field, they were throwing stones and saying it cannot be done. It was clear that I could do it by providing a sustainable service of delivering better tools, talent, and support. Failure was not an option. With no mentor to guide me, I had to quickly stumble, stand up, and reinvent myself every day. But to build a sustainable organization, whether it's a Girl Scout troop or a global corporation, requires dedicated people who are determined, committed, and collaborative, and can readily adapt to changing environments. Well, who's more dedicated, more adaptable, and more team-oriented than the men and women of the U.S. Armed Services? Our American troops are trained and deployed, getting ready for combat as squads. Because the transition to corporate America's job structure is so challenging without the other veterans to go through the process with them. That's why we developed a program to help them succeed on the job by deploying them to companies as a unit. Let me pause for a moment and survey the room. Please raise your hand if you're a veteran, have a veteran in your family, or know a veteran in the community. Wow. Take a look. As you can see, veterans are woven tightly into the American fabric. They are mothers and fathers, husbands and wives, sons and daughters, co-workers and neighbors. They represent an incredibly highly employable, untapped resource pool with unlimited capabilities and possibilities when given proper tools and training. I know, and I knew then, that this is how we separate us from the rest. I needed to identify a need, an opportunity, and then be the first to market this unique program. And that's why we created our Veterans Program. I recall a story, and with my inaugural class about 2.5 years ago. It was a mixed class of both men and women, and they were eager and anxious to succeed. They wanted to see if this was a gimmick, what were you trying to do? And after 6-week boot camp, I went in to acknowledge them, and I had this whole speech, and it was in my head, and I walked there, and I was tongue-tied. And the only thing I could say was thank you. A young woman approached me, and she said, "You're thanking me? You're thanking us?" When I came back after my first deployment, there was no work. Nobody was interested. I was a woman. I didn't have, what was I going to do? I had to take care of my family. I re-enlisted. I went back to the war zone, to the theater. When I came back again, I was again looking for a job, for anything. No jobs to be had. And then I found Sharp Decisions. And you offered me an opportunity for a career. So I say, thank you. That's when I know this program was going to be a winner for our veterans, our clients, and our company. That was my aha moment. As of today, we proudly employed and trained and deployed over 100 veterans. And after nearly 3 years, we've only begun to scratch the surface. We have a team at Sharp Decisions that is dedicated to serving our nation's veterans, to giving them an opportunity to build a career in order to provide for themselves and their families. Thank you to the entire Sharp Decisions team, many of whom are here today, and our program's veterans, whose service and sacrifice serve as a reminder of the program's value and commitment. Without each of you, this program would just be another Karen idea. We create, we deliver, and we mobilize the program across the country. We will continue to work by the very principles these young women in this room do: service and commitment to others. Find your passion and go for it. I leave you with these words: don't be afraid to fail, and learn to ignore the ever-present skepticism that is dished out to women with vision. Too many people are okay with the status quo. No, not at all. Challenge it. Good to great requires you to challenge you and them and push people to go beyond what they think they can achieve. It will astonish those that do not believe. Certainly, I have and will continue to challenge all around me. I thank you.